Hello, Chasm Radio listeners. This is Gary Borash with the Stearns County Natural Resources Conservation Service, here for your weekly conservation report. Today I want to talk about two common soil issues: aggregate instability and soil compaction. Soil aggregates are composites of the particles in the soil, sand, silt, and clay, along with organic material. And those aggregates are clumps bonded together through chemical and biological processes. So these form that crumb texture you see if you dig into a healthy soil. The aggregation of the soil is important for all the proper function of the soil, including water infiltration, air exchange, nutrient cycling, and physical stability, so the ability of the soil to support plant growth and vehicle traffic. So what does it look like if those aggregates are unstable? Aggregate instability shows up as crusts on a dry, baked soil, or ponding when there's a little bit of rain and that water can't infiltrate. If you walk through a field and your boots get covered and super heavy with mud by the time you get to the other side, those aggregates were unstable. Some common causes of aggregate instability include too much tillage and not enough crop diversity, or not having living roots pumping biological activity back into the soil throughout the year. A related issue, soil compaction, consists of dense layers in the soil formed by pressure forcing particles together and reducing pore space. Compaction often shows up at the bottom of a layer of tillage within the soil. Compaction layers can inhibit root growth and water infiltration and air exchange. You might see it as hard platy layers if you dig up some of your soil and find those platy structures instead of that crumb texture that I talked about earlier. Soil compaction is also commonly caused by tillage, especially if tillage is done when the soil is too wet. If you have any concerns about these soil issues or any other natural resources related issues, I hope you'll stop by the Conservation Office and talk to us. We'd love to work with you. One other thing I want to mention is an upcoming event put on by the Sustainable Farming Association called the Pasture Walk series. So this will be a series of events happening on the fourth Thursday night of the month, starting in April and going through October. The first one will be April 24th. To find out more about this event, please see the Sustainable Farming Association's website, sfa-mn.org. Again, that's sfa-mn.org. Thank you so much for listening. I hope your spring is going well, and I hope we see you soon. Gary Borash with the Natural Resources Conservation Service, signing off.